Another older feminist woman giving horrible advice on TikTok. So this video is captioned, "Best time for a young woman to choose a husband is in her 30s." Again, just another elderly woman giving horrible advice. Once again, let's get it.
The best time for a young woman to commit to a relationship or to get married is when she's in her 30s. When a woman is in her 30s, she's in the fourth cycle of her life. When a woman is in her 30s, she's more emotionally intelligent. When a woman is in her 30s, she have a strong sense of self, a foundation of who she is, where she belongs, or where and who she wants to be. When a woman is in her 30s,
she is more difficult. She's less willing to change, compromise, adjust, and cooperate with the man. She's approaching geriatric pregnancy. There's a whole lot. What else has she been doing before her 30s? And when in her 30s? Mid-30s? Late 30s?
she's more intellectual, mature. When a woman is in her 30s, she's more financially stable. When a woman is in her 30s, she no longer see relationship just as a romantic fairy tale, but she will choose a partner not only based on where she is in her 30s, but a partner who is going to continue to go with her 10, 20, and 30 years down the line. When a woman is in her 30s, and if she decides to have a child, she will be a better mom because she's going to be more intellectual and emotionally mature. When a woman is in her 30s, she knows that choosing a partner is one of the most serious choice, the most important choice you will ever have to make. And so when a woman is in her 30s, she have the emotional maturity and the mindset to choose a partner who is going to continue to grow and grow with her, and that will reduce the higher level of divorce and breaking up, because a woman is emotionally intellectual mature at that time to make that decision. All right, make sure to like and follow for more.
Oh my gosh, this is sad. This is sad, man. She ended it by saying that's what's gonna help stop divorces, is women getting married later on in life. So in 2023, the Census Bureau said that the median age of women getting married was around 28 years old. There are already problems or challenges that people are facing due to the fact that people are getting married later on in life. One thing that I just can't get through my head when I'm listening to this woman talk and other women like her is they really speak like the woman is the one who chooses whether the marriage actually happens. Let's check out some of these comments. Top comment says, which woman is young by 30? This chick says, now that I'm in my 30s, I'm glad I was never married in my 20s because I would have been divorced because I had no sense at all. Somebody else here says, me at 29 with no man, no kids, no prospects. Yep. There you go. I mean, it doesn't get better after 30 as far as prospects for a woman. There's clear data to support this, guys. This is not just me talking. Somebody else here says, married at 34 and now I'm 38. I love it here. Best decision I could have made. Exception and not the rule. Another person here says, me seeing this at 33. Now, she's probably getting a lot of positive feedback because this is what women want to hear, right? It's don't take it seriously and don't prioritize on finding a man. Here's another video of her responding back to this comment that says she's another feminist misleading women with her nonsense. Men prefer younger women in their 20s. Check it out.
She is another feminist misleading women with her nonsense. Men prefer younger women in their 20s. every time somebody called me a feminist, I am so honored, because the feminist movement did so much things for women, because women didn't have the right to vote. They didn't have the right over their own autonomy over their body. They could be sold off like cattle. They were constantly assaulted. And when a woman speak up, a man or her father could say the woman is crazy, and they will lock the woman up in a mental hospital, and that woman is never being seen again. So it's because of the feminine movement I am here.
To be fair, what she's talking about there, they could do that to anybody, which is, by the way, why now today you can't just, if someone's like mentally unstable, they're having an episode psychosis, you can't just say, hey, get this person, take them away, they need help. You can't do that with anybody. But yes, women were pretty vulnerable to their husbands doing that to them in the past. Was it progress? I think overall that probably was a good decision. Let's keep listening.
Telling you this on TikTok. All right, so thank you so much for the honor. And so what he's saying that men prefer women in their 20s, of course, because the woman is younger. The woman is not emotionally mature. The woman still see the world as this fairy tale, and men love to take advantage of that, because the woman don't yet understand her power as a woman.
This never marry a feminist, gentlemen. And when I say that, I mean the evolved definition of feminism.
Right? And so she's going to fall all googly for the man. And then later on, when she's in her 30s, or when she's like 28, and she realized like, hey, this romantic relationship or this romantic fallacies that I thought that man was the savior, the provider, was coming to rescue me, and I was going to live happily ever after. That is not true. And so that is why men like to get women in their 20s, because the woman is not less intellectual and emotionally mature, and the woman don't have a strong sense of self.
Unbelievable. 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 What has feminism turned into? Here's a discussion that they don't want men to have.
Feminism is not about equality anymore. It's about crushing the patriarchy. It's about women gaining the upper hand over men. That's not equal.
You're another beleaguered male.
I'm not a feminist. You can believe in equality, right? But you don't have to be a feminist to believe it. And if this man is saying he's not a feminist, he might well be saying, I don't believe in crushing the patriarchy. I don't believe in creating an environment that's negative for men.
I understand that you're actually half my age, and you perhaps haven't been around quite long enough to understand what feminism literally means in its legal defined context. What's happened since you grew up is that the culture wars have taken words like feminism and they've injected them with all kinds of potency, which actually are deeply unhelpful to the cause of equality and the cause of women.
If I don't identify with that word then, which has been injected with all of this politics, am I being discriminatory? If I say in the workplace that I don't believe in DEI...
Well, according to a lot of institutions who want to take down male platforms, you are, if you don't identify with the evolved definition of feminism, which is just basically, if it's masculine, if it encourages men to be strong, it's evil, take it down.
Am I saying that I don't believe in racial equality? Of course I'm not. I'm saying that I don't believe in the politics of DEI. I don't believe in the politics of feminism. How is that discriminatory?
Well, I think what we need to do is divorce the definition of feminism from the way in which you clearly see some individuals as using it as a tool to whip the likes of you with and your rights with. I will go back to read the Oxford Dictionary definition of feminism, the advocacy of women's rights on the basis of the equality of the sexes.
Very interestingly, when I looked it up in the Oxford Dictionary, it says you should pronounce it feminism, which seems to have gone out of fashion. And I think that's
Well, that was before even I was born.
But I think that's Mutaz's point, that words evolve, and actually what you're saying about a dictionary definition is all perfectly fair and true, But Mutaz's point is absolutely spot on. It has become a
Right.
political advocacy of something. I'm all in favour, strongly in favour, of equality before the law. I think it is the
Same here. I'm all in favor of women having equal opportunity.
most fundamental principle of British law. But that doesn't mean that I believe that there is equality of all genders. I don't actually think there are more than two genders anyway. And this judge is on about there being a whole slew of genders. That's very odd, isn't it?
All right, so that's that. That's that. You know what? Let's check out a few comments here in response to that. Top comment says, men and women have equality. There's no evidence women are treated in a lesser way than men. Feminism now is about having power over men. Feminism has ruined our society, this commenter says. Somebody else here says, I believe modern day feminism have completely lost the meaning of feminism. They aren't fighting for equality anymore, but women's superiority. Somebody else here says, oh, Jesus Christ, woman, don't tell men what feminism is. We understand how it hurts men on a daily basis.